Hi there, I'm Lavellan and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, episode 59. Okay, so we are in Old Crestwood. I think I'll pop back real quick to do some war table operations, get them going, make sure our inventory is as empty as it can be, and then we will carry on exploring this area. So, let's do that. Alright, we get a perk. Fantastic. So, what was it? I think it was connections, wasn't it? Let's do sterling reputation first, because I'm going to be selling things a lot more often than I'm going to be buying them. Yeah. Okay. So, what do we have? Right up here, word from the crows. A letter delivered to Skyhold by a silent messenger. A fire, and so many lost in the confusion, including poor Lord Enzo. A horrible accident, to be sure. The crows send their regards. Gita. A split pommel. Okay. Fantastic. So that is sorted. That is not sorted. A lead from the crows.
Any news
Okay.
on why Corypheus is sending people to explore Elvhen ruins of all things?
No, I suspect he keeps the reason secret, even from his inner circle.
Yeah, no one quite knows why. Okay, getting a judge's favour. Inquisitor, Judge Ald has signed the papers we need to present the Duparaquets as nobility again. There is now only one step left. A royal minister must ratify them. Please come see me when you have a chance. The judge passes on his compliments, by the way. Apparently the hunt was a marvellous bit of sport, and our soldiers acquitted themselves bravely against something called a screaming man-eater. The infirmary reassures me the injured will make a full recovery. Josephine. Yeah, okay, a marvellous bit of sport against a screaming man-eater. Okay. Okay. Measure veil strength, alright. Inquisitor, the experiment was a success and these readings are remarkable. By overlaying the relative strength of the veil over maps of Orlais and Ferelden, I have extrapolated points where small rifts are more likely to develop. This should let us deploy Inquisition forces more wisely while still protecting people who would otherwise be threatened by demons. In addition, I have located one node of possible interest in the hinterlands, a very large rift that is not yet opened. It may be worth investigating this area. Seylis. 120 influence. Damn, Seylis. Okay. Very nice. Alright, so yeah, we have a couple of... Okay, a lot of good things. Escape routes for agents in Crestwood. That sounds like something we should get on right away. Let's have a look at this. Inquisitor, I have moved some of my agents into Caerbranach, the fortress in Crestwood. At the moment, the villagers prefer us to the bandits, and it is an excellent waypoint from Ferelden to Orlais. We can make it a rendezvous point for our messengers carrying sensitive information from either country. You're familiar with the caves underneath Crestwood. They run for miles, and if we excavate some passages, our agents could easily enter and exit the keep without being seen. Leliana. Okay, and she's the only one taking part in this anyway, so opening these secret tunnels will let us evade any prying eyes that turn towards Caerbranach. Do it then.
Inquisitor.
Alright, I kind of want to know what the Revenge of the Merchants Guild is going to be, but it's likely... It's likely going to be something for Leliana, but we'll have a look. An unsent letter from Varric waits in the war room, addressed to Jerick Dace, Denerim Merchants Guild. Jerick, I need a key to the Merchants Guild cipher from 1 month ago, and you still have payments left on the loan House Tethras gave you for your rescue mission to Amgarrick. So I think we can make a deal. I get the cipher, your debt disappears like financial magic. A Nightingale, since I know you'll open this and read it before it gets sent, don't bother to keep a copy. The guild changes their codes every month because dwarves are naturally paranoid. Varric Tethras. Okay, and Josephine is the only one participating in this. That's nice. Okay, send the letter to Denerim. Getting this cipher will help Leliana find the killer. Okay, and since they change it every month, it shouldn't be too much for them. Yeah, to give up. Well, good. Now we need something. That one's completed. Something for Cullen to do. Can't do that one, can't do that one. I don't want to put him in just gathering. I don't want him to just gather. Diverting soldiers in the frostbacks. Maybe. That one sounds promising. A letter delivered by messenger bird. My name is Sister Paulette. My sisters and I have been accompanying a handful of injured Inquisition soldiers through the frostbacks. As they are no longer able to fight for the Inquisition, they wish to return to their families in Ferelden. These are strange times, and many seek the solace or forgiveness of loved ones. Unfortunately, that peace may never come. A band of Avar refusing to see reason have pinned us down. We've taken refuge in a cave and are holding them off as best we can, but I do not know how long we can last. I understand this bird is trained to return to Skyhold. I pray it is so. We need aid. A note in Cullen's hand follows. Soldiers dispatched from Skyhold itself will not reach them in time. We should have men near their location. We sent a party to pursue a group of Red Templars we suspect of moving captured civilians to one of their Red Lyrium mines. A swift bird might reach the party, allowing them to go to the sisters' aid. However, we would likely lose the Templars' trail. Ah, okay. Cullen, no one wants to make this call, but if the Red Templars to escape, to escape, more people will be harmed. Our soldiers would understand. Oh, okay, and Josephine, these soldiers are still our allies. They've done their part. We cannot abandon them. Oh, okay. So I guess there's no local bands in the area or something. We can't call on them for help. This is just a should we rescue them or not type of thing. No, I would go with Josephine for this. Sorry, Cullen, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Okay. Completed that one. Well, let's have a look at deploy Reese and Evangeline then. We probably wanted to do one of these two, didn't we? Yeah. Cole wanted Reese and Evangeline to be safe, so we don't want them to deploy with our soldiers. Alright, alright. Let's have a look at reparations for Redcliffe then. A letter has arrived stamped with the seal of Redcliffe. As the Inquisition has assumed responsibility for the Mage Rebellion, the Arling of Redcliffe holds you accountable for the losses suffered by our people while providing hospitality to your mage allies. A freehold in Rainsfair was burned to the ground when a mage inside lost control of his abilities. 2 farms outside Redcliffe Village suffered crop loss and structural damage due to frost spells. 5 people in Redcliffe Village were injured by lightning spells cast by panicked children. I trust this matter can be concluded without the involvement of the Crown. Al Tegan Garin. Right, okay, reparations. So he's just trying to bleed me for some money. Okay. I can arrange to pay reparations. It will require a loan, but we can manage it. Or we could send people to make repairs that might satisfy the Arl. Let's do that. Cullen can do this. Send people to make some repairs rather than taking out a loan.
To work?
Yeah. And if Tegan doesn't like it... Tough. It's tough. That's the best we're going to do. Without Crown involvement, anyway. Alright, let's get back to Crestwood. Alright, we needed to speak to Josephine, didn't we? So, let's speak to you.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What is our next move?
What's the next favor we need to get these Duparacats a lordship?
We must persuade Minister Belize to ratify the papers. She's in charge of these matters of rank. The minister will be at a small fete thrown by the Marquis Wiscott. I'll get you an invitation.
Alright, speak with Minister Belize at party operation available. Sweet, okay. Alright, so We are really close to the Astrarium cave here, so thought we'd come pick that up first. And then I can fast travel closer to Old Crestwood. So is it down here? Dead Man's Pass, yes it is. These wolves don't care. Nice. Alright. 2 canine leather. And the entrance should be right here. Okay. Yeah. Sweet. Alright, some obsidian. Very nice. And they're very well placed, these things, since, you know, they don't have any formations really close to them. So when were they placed? When were the astrariums placed? Okay, and our loot. Superb belt of fire resistance and blade of Tidarian. Okay, electricity damage. It's only level 10. Yeah, that's not much. That is not much, is it? That's not much damage. What is your staff? The Archmage Lightning Staff. Okay, 44 electricity damage. That one's 43 and it's AoE. Okay. But still. That is a huge, huge drop. I mean, ours, the staff we've got has plus 18 magic and plus 8 willpower in it. Mostly because of the upgrades that I can put in. Blade of Tidarian can't be upgraded, so... yeah, no. Nope, I don't think so. Superb belt of fire resistance, though. Does anyone have... well, does anyone need a better belt? No, you don't need that. What about urgency? Small boost to attack speed. Or extra fire resistance. Let's give him the belt of fire resistance. Yeah, why not? You are a frontline fighter, Bull. Makes sense to make you at least a little bit fire retardant. Okay, I might as well grab this deep mushroom while we're here. The deep mushroom is just going to lead me on, isn't it? Okay. Well then. Where next? Right here. Yeah. Okay. I should be just down. Yes, because this was all not underwater, but nearly underwater. That's right. I can see you. Get in there. Alright. Any remains? No? Just spindleweed. Just spindleweed around the boat. Okay. So I feel like when we came here before, we could just see maybe there. Yeah, the water was really close. It's really close, wasn't it? So this was just partially a little bit underwater. Maybe. Can't have gone all the way up there, could it? Maybe. I don't think so, though. Well, never mind. Oh, God. One of our people already gotten their head straight into the dirt. Seriously, Liliana, what are you teaching these people? Because it's certainly not how to survive. Okay. And we're in Old Crestwood. So, let's come around here. My gosh. And is there anything in here? Just lots and lots of bodies. Oh, swept in, maybe? They've swept into the house. Ah, okay. We got some bodies here. Oh. Okay. Bodies found. That's for... That's for the sister, wasn't it? Yeah. Wanting to bury them or something. Oh. Nice one. Nice one. Alright, and I guess we'll loot the chest. Belt of Spirit Resistance and Hunter Armor. Okay. Very nice. I can see something claimable over there. Is that the way to the caves? Is that the way to the caves? Probably. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that is. So, we don't want to go up there. We want to look around down here. And you, I don't suppose... No. Can't speak to you. Alright. Mayor's house.
There's a plaque. This was the mayor's old home.
Pretty empty. You sure this was the mayor's place?
We could ask him.
We could ask him. Let's have a look. Scrap of paper. The ink on this damp piece of paper is faded but legible. The work you ordered is done. Do what you want. I'll be in the hills trying to forget it. Robert. Okay.
A letter from Crestwood's mayor. Damp but legible.
Guys, were you supposed to say something there? Because I didn't hear anything. Never mind. And yeah, he mentioned Robert when we went to speak to him about the dam's controls being fixed. And he said that Robert must have repaired them. And then they found him swinging from a tree. So... yeah, okay, it sounds like Robert broke them first and then left. And he must have repaired them after he left and before he killed himself. That must be it. Yeah. He felt so bad about what he did. And he should have, because that's terrible. What he did was terrible. And yet understandable. Okay, 2 out of 3. Mildewed diary. This diary has been kept miraculously dry in a sealed chest, but its pages are filled with powdery black mould. 29th of Cloud Reach, 9:30. Grace has a cough. All well and good to help those running from the blight, but if my daughter catches something from these refugees, I'll have the mayor's hide. At least Dedrick moved them into the caves. I thought they'd put up a fuss, but they went, quiet and pale as the dead. The healthy ones were relieved. Said their sick friends seemed to get worse in the daylight. Make us save us from a plague. Yeah, okay. They seemed to get worse in the daylight. I mean, it does kind of sound like the ones that went to the caves were the ones that might have been afflicted by the blight. That's a heavy implication there. Hey, Liliana's ready. Very nice. Well, you can wait, Liliana. Okay. And we're still looking for another pile of bodies, aren't we? Hey, let's get this. Raider longbow. Okay. Hey, and another... oh. Something to find that way, and another of the artifacts. Very nice. And okay, this is the dock. This is the dock. So yes, it's sunk a little. Hardly surprising. Hardly surprising. But still, this is about where the water level would have always been. Alright, that makes sense. Let's take that just so it doesn't keep giving me false positives. And I would not trust this jetty, to be honest, but sure. Let's have a look. I'm sure it's fine. Just keep believing that everything's going to be okay. And maybe it will. Alright, we're definitely going for that house. Yeah, okay. Let's loot this. 2 elf fruit. Okay. Ah, another bottle. Grey Whiskey Right Wine Conscription Ale. A bottle marked Vintage Warden Gibbons. Don't friggin' touch. I spit in this. I mean it. Oh, Warden Gibbons. So that's 2 wardens that probably died here. Or at least lost their wine bottles anyway. If we want to take a more hopeful approach. They lost their wine bottles here. In Crestwood. And this is where they were just fleeing from the Blight. Okay, and I think that's where we came from. The last episode. Yeah. We came that way last episode, probably went into there. Yeah, I think so. Okay, well then. Let's get into this one in the middle. Ooh. Get into you. There we go. Hey, and the final pile of bodies. Return remains to Sister Vaughn. Okay. And we have a quest. Right here.
You there! I order you to tell me why nothing here heeds my commands. Silence. Let the other one talk.
Okay. What are you?
Are you a spirit or a demon?
Demon. Those dogs who would suck this world dry. I am called to higher things.
You must embody something.
All powerful spirits represent something. Compassion, justice, wisdom.
Soft virtues all. I am more. I am command. What of you? I felt your coming. Is there something alike in us?
Absolutely. How should I know? You just sensed the mark. Absolutely. I'm a commander. So yeah.
I think there must be.
I knew it. Make your armies ready. Cleave to your loyal servants. You will need them all.
Okay. Nice bit of advice. But what's wrong with our world?
What's so distressing about the real world?
It ignores me. I order the rocks to part, but they do not. I bid the sky draw close, and it stays still. I don't know how you mortals stand it.
Another one who was brought unwillingly forth, then. So why don't you return?
Why haven't you gone back to the Fade?
I will not be denied. I refuse to leave until something obeys my orders.
Okay, then I will do it.
Then I feel compelled to help you. I pledge myself to your service.
Excellent. I have only one command. A creature made of rage had the gall to chase me across the lake. Destroy it in my name and be rewarded.
Rewarded how? By you taking over one of our heads?
Yours holds no interest.
Works for me.
Yeah, that's not happening, Bull, don't worry. Besides, when we do this, we can go back and tell Seylis how wonderful we were. Yeah, we totally helped them out. For no personal gain. Love me. Love me. Silk handkerchief. Yeah, I'm sure that survived. I'm sure it survived all these years. I doubt the chest was that sealed. So that handkerchief, that's got to be nasty. And yeah, we've been in there, haven't we? Okay. Is that the same? No, it's a different one. Okay. Hey. Was this a well or something? No? No. Well, there would have been something here, but what? Who knows? Let's just get up here. And what was it? Was it the mayor's house that we were claiming? Sure. Yeah, it's Mayor's old home. A plaque by the door of this house reads Mayor Dedrick. Okay. Yep. That's mine now. That's how this works. That is definitely how this works. I put a flag on it. That means it's mine now. Okay, and just because I do want to see... I want to see what the mayor is going to say... So let's just fast travel over there. And we can return to Sister Vaughn at the same time. Okay, we can travel to this point. Okay, so I think he only disappears once the rift is closed, but don't quote me on that. So he should still be here, maybe. It's just whether he'll actually have anything to say about this. Hey, yep, okay, he is here.
Yes, Inquisitor?
I found your old home. We can tell him
Your
about
house
it.
in Old Crestwood is still standing.
It is?
There's not much inside.
There wouldn't be. I was cleaning the place when the flood... I didn't ever want to think of that place again. I have nothing more to say. Please.
He was cleaning the place. He took all of his valuables out first. Ugh, because he knew what he was going to do when he sent them into that cave. Okay, well. Let's... Sorry, Varric, were you stuck outside? Let's go up to, what's her name? Up in here. Sister Vaughn. Yeah, that's it. And we'll give her the bodies, and then we'll head back to Old Crestwood and get into those caves. Alright, I found the bodies.
I've already found the remains of the people who died in Old Crestwood.
Was it untrusting? I didn't imagine you'd look yourself. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. It is all too rare these days. I will prepare the bodies for cremation.
Alright. And the bodies are going to be prepared. Fantastic. Hopefully. I mean, maybe that'll be it, but hopefully the bodies will be collected. Did we go through here? No, we didn't. Okay, there is some loot. Figurine of Mafrath the Betrayer. Sure, I'll take it. Oh, nicely hidden. Alright. Yeah, let's get down to Old Crestwood now. We will finish this. Alright. We'll just ignore the requisition officer and get into the village. So, the caves are down this way. Technically up this way. Technically. Alright, we'll have a quick look right around here, make sure nothing's going to flag up to... No, nothing interesting around here. Okay. Well then.
Where does this lead?
Where does this lead? I guess nobody knows. They're all keeping mum. Alright then, let's enter the flooded caves. Okay, very dark. Very dark, very damp. Ugh. And very occupied. Okay.
Come on, let's find that Fade Rift.
You lead. I always get turned around underground.
What's with the path? Did people used to live here?
Now that is a very nice thing to point out. Did someone used to live here? Yes, Bull. Temporarily. Unfortunately. Dwarven Rock Crusher, Mercenary Hatchet. Alright. And... I mean, just imagine the crazy places that the unfortunate bodies would have ended up. We would be finding bones everywhere, wouldn't we? But then I suppose they would gather in particular places as heavier or lighter objects are moved around by the currents. Okay. Let's just keep lighting this. I mean, it's kind of nice that they're being not hostile, but still, it's a little creepy to just see them wandering around. The spirits of the dead. Or just ones that have been drawn through the rift. Probably just ones that have been drawn through the rift, really. Okay. Yep, and this wood has lasted well. Ah! Okay. We can see all the way up to the sky. Very nice. Well, at least it wasn't completely submerged. I kind of feel like that's wrong. That should be that should be sealed, but for whatever reason it's not showing up, because that definitely looks like it's supposed to be part of a ceiling. Yeah. Well, never mind. Don't look up in the caves, just don't. Anyway, they never said that the caves were completely sealed. Oh yeah, no, that definitely. I mean, they should be though. They should be. Otherwise, people would have been swept up, wouldn't they? Otherwise, some people might have floated to the top rather than being, drowned lower. Gurgut webbing, 3 quillback leather. Okay. Alright. More torches. Wonder if we can get around. Yes, we can. Okay. To this chest. Ring of staggering and a glass halla. Oh. And another torch. Ah, and some corpses. Okay. Guys, I didn't seal you down here. Calm down. We will get justice. Okay. Now that is unfortunate. Looks like they were killing themselves, or they had some sort of refugee justice going on anyway. And probably just ending the lives of the ones that were too sick. I said just, it's still horrible, but I mean, if they were doing it themselves to themselves, maybe they never knew what was going on down here before they were unceremoniously drowned. Okay. Let's light this as we go. Gosh. Yep, just passing by the forlorn spirits. Now, this wood has lasted very well, considering how much water would have crashed through here and how fast it would have filled up. It's lasted very well. good workmanship going on here. Oh, I see something over there. Hey, okay. Let's grab this. Raider Captain Blade, Belt of Magic Defense. Okay. Alright. I don't think I'll be able to get around there, not without risking falling to the very bottom. I'll have to go around the other way. Okay, and that takes me down that way, so maybe just dropping off here? Yeah. But it doesn't look like there's anything to find. No. And that would be a very unfortunate drop to make. I want to try it. I do want to try it. In fact, I might have to. Will I be able to get around? Not sure if I'll be able to get up here. So, yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to... Oh. Nope, just going to try it. Okay! Well, I survived. Temporarily. Oh dear. 9. Yep, have that health potion. Rage demon. Damn right, you rage. Oof, okay. Inform the spirit in Old Crestwood of the demon's demise. Alright, so that one was just that was just the job for the order spirit. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Well, it's unfortunate that we had to cut out some of the exploring. We'll just have a look around here. Ah, okay. There is something that way. I don't want to explore the entire place because I want to walk back on myself so that I can find the way down. Make sure I haven't missed anything there. Yeah, okay. Let's see. It should be this way, I think. Ah, okay, Varric. Yeah, open this for me. Sweet. Okay. Ooh, loot. Enhanced knockout powder ring. Okay, and some books. The Lost Outpost plaque. This roadway was created by Royal Order of King Kelgak to link the Great Tig of Aeducan with the Soaring Tig of Gundar. It pleases these cities to join these roads with a hall in the middle, and to dedicate that hall to Paragon Hecate, who discovered principles of nature that let us build structures of unheard of height and astounding breadth. Let his renown be as eternal as the stone he shaped. Inscription on a plaque found on an abandoned dwarven road beneath Crestwood. Wow. Okay. Damn. Paragons known and lesser known. The criteria the dwarves use to name a paragon never ceases to fascinate me. While a relatively rare distinction, it seems almost any achievement of significance warrants the title. Some paragons are the victors of great battles. Others write books or songs. The only common thread is an act that betters or sustains the dwarven way of life in some notable fashion. Aeducan is among the oldest and perhaps most famous paragons, not to be confused with his descendant, King Endrin Aeducan. This prior Aeducan was a humble member of the warrior caste whose brave leadership during the First Blight saved Orzammar. When other Tigs were lost, Aeducan claimed defeat, but his service made him a hero. History now remembers Aeducan as the quintessential paragon. Other paragons have been more controversial. Caridin, a master smith, created the powerful golems who helped the dwarves immeasurably in their battles with the Darkspawn. Carradine then disappeared amid much speculation, taking the secret of his craft with him. There is also Astith the Grey, a paragon of the warrior caste. She was famous for her skills in unarmed combat and cut out her own tongue to focus on the art without distraction. An order of female dwarven warriors known as the Silent Sisters persists. They remove their tongues in her honour. But these are the most well-known of the dwarven paragons. Others have earned the rank over the ages for far less noble pursuits. I've found references to paragons who made their names writing particularly good rhymes or brewing stronger ales. Then there's the paragon named Varen, who separated from his legion and lost his way in the deep roads. Varen nearly starved to death before breaking down and eating a nug, believed at the time as appetizing to dwarves as a rat. Devouring the creature not only saved his life, but opened his palate to a new world of flavour. When they finally found him, Varen was fatter than ever and raving about the miraculous subtleties of nug flesh. The creatures are now considered a dwarven delicacy. From Stone Halls of the Dwarves by Brother Genitive, Chantry Scholar. Became a paragon because he ate a nug. Wow. Sorry, that was the wrong number 1. Okay. And is that the only door around here? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Ooh, we've got some storm hearts. Fantastic. 5 of it. Lovely. Okay. And yeah, this looks like the way down. Alright. So, they weren't just being, you know, chucked into some random caves.
There's dwarven ruins down here. This area is more storied than I thought.
Exactly. They were put into dwarven ruins. Technically livable. Technically. And quite nice. Okay. And some storm heart. 2 storm heart. Don't think I'll be able to get up there. Okay. Ooh. I saw that. Hey, some loot. Master Spirit Rune. And an unfortunate skeleton with a huge cheese wedge. Well, alright. Running and hiding with your food so that you wouldn't have to share it, probably. Okay, let's get to you. Ah, despair. Okay. Get into despair over here. No. Oh. Thanks, Viv. Thank you, Viv. Okay. And into you. Yeah, poor thing. Let's loot this. A silver ring. Raveni Medallion of Service and a corpse heart. And some more Paragon's Luster. Okay. So, is this the way? Or is this just another offshoot? Just another offshoot, but we can examine this. Okay. Well, let's do that.
Bodies. Were people living down here when old Crestwood flooded?
Poor bastards, I'm going to have nightmares just thinking about it.
Yeah. Horrifying. Those aren't very nice last moments to have either. If they were sick as well, they wouldn't have had much chance of swimming away to the surface. Oh, that's horrid. Keep a lightning staff. Okay. That is horrid. And let's keep going then. Ah, these bodies are very well preserved. Very well preserved. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes, we're starting to find the skeletons now. Okay. And there is a torch over here. Yep, skulls. Okay. And this is where we've met up now. We have met up. Anything hidden around this corner? No, and I probably don't want to go too far anyway. Yeah, okay, we found that, didn't we? We came down, walked straight over there. It's only when we tried to get down there that we got stuck. Alright, let's get back to where we were then. Okay, and we did quickly look around this corner, didn't we? Yeah, so we know that there is something this way, technically. Because we saw something... We did see something. There is no door, though. So we're going to have to go all the way around. And just wait for... Yeah, I don't think we can get through there, so we're going to have to just wait until we can find a way around. Find where the route loops around. Okay. Well then, this way then. Yeah, let's definitely light some torches. Ah. Okay, the rift is right there. Hey, and we do have a door right here. Let's have a look. Oh yes. Probably want to sort out the rift first, don't we? Before continuing to explore, because we need to get out. Who would this be? Bull is 4. Bull is 4. Get in there, Bull. Thank you. Okay, Storm Hat. Paragon's Luster. And beyond. Alright. Let's get to that rift. We'll just sort this out now.
By the rift, demons!
Yeah. They usually are. Okay. And where have you gone? Over here. Very nice. And then it's you. Ah, and there is another one somewhere. Or is that the rift itself? I think it's telling me the rift is an enemy. Okay. Get into that, please. Ah, and a third. A third wave.
Just got warmed up.
Indeed. Terror. Alright. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Okay, didn't even need to disrupt it. And we're keeping on going. Okay. Alright. Another terror. There we go. Alright. Close that, please. Beautiful. Inform the mayor that the rift is closed. Okay. And that's how we could see
work.
it.
The dead should now lie where they fall. Let's tell the mayor.
Indeed. But yeah, it was all funneling up. And that's why we could see it above the water level. In fact, couldn't we... Well, no. Couldn't we still see it above the water level? when we drained it. Oh, Cole approves. Oh, nice. Thank you, Cole. Yeah. Well. Enhanced Shadow Strike Ring. Axe of Green Edges. Very nice. And all of my companions have leveled up. Well then. Let's have a look at this axe first. It's a one-handed axe, so Bull can't use it. Alright, we'll move some of this stuff to valuables. Alright. And it's C, isn't it? Character record. Varric, you have a point. Leaves your enemies bleeding for several seconds. Let's do shrapnel. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay. Vivienne. Barriers you create take longer to naturally decay. Fantastic. Yes, you can definitely take that. Well done. Last but not least, Bull. Oh, okay. Well, we'll give it to him. But what can we get rid of then? Just get rid of Pommel Strike and we'll give you that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes, Bull. We will see. So, yeah, a lot of the bodies ended up down here. The deepest part of this place that was spacious enough to hold loads of refugees, I'm guessing. And the loss of life would have made that area the weakest. So when, you know, rifts started opening up, of course one would be here. Alright, can you get a little closer and loot that? Tonic's belt. Wow, okay. I mean, they were refugees, so it's not like they had amazing stuff with them. Okay. And anything else around here? No? No other doors? No other goodies? Nope. Okay. Then let's go. So... which way? That way is more likely to loop around this way, isn't it? So let's try this first. Yeah, we'll try this area first. This is actually quite huge, isn't it? This is huge. Okay, well, we wanted to see if it would loop around, so... Is there a door around here? No? But we definitely saw something around this way. Okay. Alright. Hey, a mosaic piece. Fantastic. Alright.
Sure this is how we get out of here?
I feel a draft. There must be a way out nearby.
Okay. Are you doubting me, Bull? Are you doubting me? I doubt me at this point. I don't know where I'm going. Alright. So there is a door here. And it sounds like this is the way out, so I probably want to go back to the beginning and see where the ladder down takes me. Because I don't want to miss out on anything. Haha, another Elven artifact. Think of all of the approval that we're missing, even if it is only slight approval from Seylis. Oh well. Quartz. Alright. Nothing else here. Okay. And nothing else here. Okay. Let's get round. Oh, right here. Okay, and check down here. Nothing at the bottom of the ladder. Yeah, okay, this is a contained room. Okay. Storm heart. Beautiful. A chest. Hunter mail, battle mage cowl, and sigil of the revenant. Lovely. More storm heart. Only 2 that time. Stingy. More storm heart. Okay, another mosaic piece. Awesome. And Keeper fire staff, firm Kirkwall warhammer. Really? A Kirkwall warhammer. Alright then. And someone's tomb. Okay. Well, it's probably full of water now. And I suppose technically this was a tomb for a lot of people. Okay. But it kind of looks like all of this rock has appeared after all of this was carved, which is strange. Very strange. Alright, and let's get to that door that we opened. Hey, and some Paragon's luster. And a fade touched. Nice. Alright. Just around this corner is a chest. Sweet. Miniature mask. Alright. I don't suppose... Oh, no. No, that's still way too far away. It must be... This must extend down here, maybe curve around. Okay. And that'll be where we're... And that'll be where we saw earlier. Okay, let's open this. That's a ladder up. Okay, well, let's leave this for now. Okay, I assume this is going to go to the same room. Yep, okay. Out of my way, guys. Alright.
The nugs seem to like it down here.
I don't understand your fascination, Inquisitor. Some of the ladies at court keep the little vermin as pets.
They're cute.
You might not be so charmed by waking up to one of the beasts snoring in your ear.
Oh. Oh. Well, you might not be so charmed by them, but having the little oinky sort of chirpy snoring in your ear, that would be adorable. Lighten up, Vivian. What did a nug ever do to you? Okay, so is this not technically where we needed to go? Unless we just missed something. Maybe we've just missed something. Let's get through here then. Is there another door? No? Okay. Paragon's luster. Suppose I could go back to that area and see if I can still see whatever was highlighted. Yeah, because that's just the exit now. Nope, there's definitely something over there. Storm hat, maybe? Okay, there's just a whole part of this that we can't get to then. Can we just not get through that? Is that not a door? If it is a door, it's not openable right now. Too slippy. We're not getting over there. Okay.
Really? We're going after these.
Come on, they're harmless.
Varric slightly disapproves. We haven't done anything. We've not done anything. Nope, we're not getting over there. And I'm not attacking the nugs. So, let's just get out of here then. Alright. So, yeah, the flooded caves. Nice to know there was always a back way in. Okay, nothing around that corner. Can we actually get under there? No. Well then. We can get around. Okay. But there doesn't look to be anything here. Nah, not really. Okay. Just make that full circuit. Okay, the only thing here is the ladder, so let's go. Okay, and these are these are torches that would definitely have burnt out if they hadn't been, you know, lit recently. So, oh dear, another mosaic piece. Damn, very nice. A balanced raider longbow. Sweet. Oh, okay. Some huge, huge skulls and a cheese wheel. Wow. Giant skulls. I'm just going to say that they are giant skulls. The skulls from giants. Wooden Mabari figurine, Vanguard armor, reinforced longbow. Very nice. And open the door. Sweet, okay. This is just one of the caves all the way over there. Okay. And yes, we do need to return to command. And we also need to return to the mayor. So let's get out of here. Make sure that we're not missing anything. Good looking out, guys. Good looking out. Let's see. No, it's just the back of the skulls and the cheese wheel there. Okay. Hey, fresh air. Fresh air from the hills. And it is beautiful sunshine now. Fantastic. And this is what Crestwood really looks like. This is what it really looks like. Beautiful. Makes more sense why a bunch of refugees would head here. Really. Well, other than it being the closest civilization. Oh, we have gone way, way too far away, haven't we? Well, we need to loop around and get down there. And you should all be really, really happy to know that it's all been sorted. Well, as soon as the sunshine came out, the guards have left. You don't know if that stopped the dead from walking, just because the sun is out.
What do you mean the mayor's gone?
He rode out an hour ago. We spotted him from Byers Field. He didn't even stop the wave.
Maybe he's getting help.
What for? The dead are gone.
Mayor Dedrick's lived here 50 years. He wouldn't abandon us.
He's been acting strange ever since the Inquisitor drained the lake.
Right. He certainly has, guys. He certainly has. Okay, and we have something to read there. Is that it? Yep. He's just left us a note. Letter of confession. Inquisitor, it was not Darkspawn that opened the dam and flooded Old Crestwood 10 years ago. I did, in secret, the night they attacked. The undead you have been fighting are people I killed with my own hands. We'd taken in refugees from the Blight. Many were ill. We moved the sick to the lower part of Crestwood and the refugees into the caves to stop the disease from spreading. It didn't work. One confessed he'd seen Blight sickness before. It was always fatal. When the Darkspawn attacked, I knew the only way the village would survive is if the Blight sick drowned with the monsters. I cannot bear the sight Old Crestwood now that the water is gone. I cannot stay. I'm sorry. Mayor Gregory Dedrick. Okay, so he didn't put the sick into the caves, he put the refugees into the caves, and the sick in the lower Crestwood. Lower Crestwood being the part closest to the dam, most likely. Yeah. Certainly won't be in the part that we know of as Old Crestwood, where the mayor's actual house was. It won't have been there. So the refugees behind them in the caves, and the Blight sick at the lower part. Yeah, okay.
A letter of confession from the mayor. It says he was the one who flooded Old Crestwood 10 years ago, to stop the Blight from spreading.
I knew he was nervous about more than the undead.
The mayor's racked with guilt. If he hadn't confessed, I doubt we'd have found out.
Villagers learn about this, they're not going to be happy.
Yeah. Well, they deserve to know, don't they? They deserve to know. If only we could tell them. Pin it to the board. Look at his confession, guys. Look at his confession. See what he did. Okay. And I'm guessing you still don't have any... Oh no, you do! You can now buy and sell.
We won't forget the Inquisition help when no one else would, I promise.
Good. Good. Now, let me sell some stuff. Sell all. Alright, so, what do you have? Just weapons. Okay. And some upgrades. A few crafting resources. And that's it. Okay. Well then, let's have a look. And go through all of the stuff that we've picked up. Alright. Good. Okay, so we just need to return to command. We just need to return to command and give in our quest, and that should be everything. Everything from Crestwood. Maybe. I might go down here and see if that water level has dropped at all. I doubt it will have. Or down here. But we can still see. We can still see. Yeah. Let's hop over to this and travel there. Alright. Let's get over there. Okay. So yeah, this definitely would not have been lower Crestwood, would it? Definitely not. Hey, there we go. I killed a rage demon for you.
The rage demon in the caves is dead, as you commanded.
I had no doubts. Now that my sovereignty has been respected, I can depart this unchanging nightmare. Your reward. Use it well.
An amulet of power.
I can't believe that worked.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to speak to them, apparently. Okay. So, whose amulet of power? Coal. Okay, oh, I should have had coal with me. Well, never mind. Never mind. I mean, bringing coal to a place like this, really. That would be so depressing for him. A deep stalker? Really?
Dead!
Yes, it is dead. Okay. So yeah, it won't have been this area. It would have been around there, closer to the dam. That would have been lower Crestwood. The part that I thought was more fishing village than anything else, because of how far apart the houses were. Seems a bit overkill for a deep stalker, but sure. See how tiny they are. They are tiny. Okay, this part. Yeah, on the flats. This would have been lower Crestwood, won't it? Technically. And this is where they sent the sick. This is where they sent the sick, the blighted. Alright. I mean, the waters aren't exactly calm. You can see boats and everything over there, where it's all been swept away. And that will be... Yeah, that'll be the open part of where the rift was. So that's where we went. We've gone all the way over there. Gosh. Alright then. Well, we have done here. We have done. So. I don't think there's anything to see over there, but we will go and check it out, just because I want to see if the water level has dropped anywhere else. Alright, and let's just quickly run around that corner. Okay, no. The water level hasn't dropped up here then. Oh, good to know at least. Yeah. That's all fine. Okay then, well, Crestwood is done. So next episode we will be back in Skyhold. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. I upload 5 videos a week, so hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.